morning, profitable traders. It's good to have every one of you around. And thank you for joining Mr. Sheyi, Mr. Sheon, Bolachisom, Amagut. Thank you for showing up every day. Today being the 18th of October 2024, I will be analyzing DXY, GBP USD and Euro USD. Right after me, we'll be having Lekon on board, analyzing gold and the yen baskets. As our ritual is, every morning, would usually crave your indulgence to share the link to these market color sessions with everyone on your various social media handles. Please share the link, spread the word so that this can get to as many people as possible. The link to the market color session will be dropped in the chat box. You could just copy it from there and share it on your social media platforms, WhatsApp, Facebook, and what have you. Right, so I'll be giving us 30 seconds to do that, and right after that, we'll be heading straight to the chart for our analysis for today. Okay, we're just in the process of, sharing the link with everyone on our various social media platforms. We could just start with the XY, right? So on our monthly time frame rather, for the longest time, we can see that the XY has been maintaining bullishness rather, right? And nothing has really changed for weekly time frame too. Price is still very bullish, but we can see that this low here has been taken out. And after expanding to the downside, what we're seeing right now is just a retracement. And for our daily time frame, we may be wondering where price is retracing to. Right, so there's another block residing right here that I expect price to react off from once price trades into this other block residing right here. So if I'll be calling out the price point, expect a reaction when price gets to 103.767 on our daily time frame. And for our 4-hour time frame, right, there's still room to the upside on our daily time frame, on our 4-hour time frame rather, but I want to see price retracing into this very other block residing here. Right, there's another block residing here on our 4-hour time frame, right here. So once price retraces into this level, this other block right here, I will be warming up to continue my buys on the XY. And for my 1-hour time frame too, it's pretty much the same thing. That exact level. There's another block residing here, right here too on our 1-hour time frame. And if I'll be calling out the price point, I want to continue buying the XY when price gets to 103.172. Right, for a 15 minutes time frame, I saw something really interesting, more like a shoulder pattern. Right, so there's a shoulder here, there's a sweep, and there's a break. So once price returns into this shoulder right here, I will be taking a buy on the XY on my 15 minutes time frame. So once price gets to 103.223 on my 15 minutes time frame, I will be taking buys on the XY. I'll be going bullish on the XY. So, right, kindly take note of these levels that we're calling out. Kindly take note of these levels being called out. And for GBP USD, on a monthly time frame, price is still very bearish. And our weekly time frame too, right? After this expansion, there's a retracement, right? And there's a fair value gap residing right here on our weekly time frame. So once price retraces into this fair value gap, I will continue the buys on GBP USD. If not, then when I say break of this low, I will know that I should keep riding the sales all the way. Once price takes out this low and retraces, then I will be taking further sales on GBP USD. And for our daily time frame right now, we can see that price has taken out this low, right? This candle actually closed below this low. And what we are seeing right now is just a retracement for price to keep selling all the way to the downside. And for our 4-hour time frame to ride, right? So I want to see price retracing at least into this other block residing here, which is I marked this level. There's another block residing here. So I want to see price reacting off this level or pushing further into this very level here, into this very level that I marked. Right, so on my 1-hour time frame, it's pretty much the same thing. I want to see price pushing up into 1.30903 before I continue my sales on GBP USD. Right, so on my 15 minutes time frame, I saw something really interesting too. Right, so there's a shoulder here, there's a sweep, and there's a break. So I want to see price returning into the shoulder, which is 1.30903. Once price gets to 1.30903 on my 15 minutes time frame, I will be selling GBP USD. I am still bearish. I'm still bearish for GBP USD. And last on my list is Euro USD. The monthly time frame is still maintaining its bearishness. Weekly time frame, price just tapped into this resistance level, failed to take out this high, just tapped into it, and is selling off. For our daily time frame too, right? Price actually failed to take out this high. This high was taken out on GBP USD, but for Euro USD, price just tapped into it and, fell all the way to the downside, taking out this very low. Right, so this low had already been taken out since, and GU just did its own thing recently. But for Euro USD, this low was taken out for a very long time, right? So, of course, after every expansion, there should be a retracement, right? So price actually tapped into this level. There's another block residing here. So this should push price to the upside. And where do I see price going into? There's actually a very tiny fair value gap here. So price should retrace all the way into this level, right, before continuing its ride to the downside. And for our time frame, right, so there's another block residing right here that I want to see price tapping into on our 4-hour time frame before continuing itself to the downside. And if I'm going to be calling out the price point verbatim, I want to see a reaction of this level 1.00826. Once price gets into this level, I will be continuing my sales on Euro USD. Pretty much the same thing for a 1-hour time frame, right? I want to see price tapping into this very other block residing here. This fair value gap, rather, there's a fair value gap residing here on my 1 hour time frame, which is still the same price point, 1.08826. So once price trades into this level, I will be taking sales on Euro USD. And last on my list, 15 minutes time frame. I saw something really interesting. The shoulder here, there's a sweep, there's a break. Price should return into this shoulder. Price should return into this shoulder, which is 1.08568. If you're looking out to take your sales on the 15 minutes time frame, once price gets to 1.08568, you should take the sell on Euro USD. So I'm looking out to buy the XY, sell GBP USD, and sell Euro USD. And I actually called out the price points and have various points of interest for these entries, right? So if you have questions and if you have things that you're seeing on the chat that no one else is seeing, please call our attention to it, right? Please type your questions in the chat box, your different bias, your opinions, and what have you, so that we can attend to them before going on our very brief break. While we're still typing in the chat box, the ATM cash flow training will be taking place from 23rd to 25th of October 2024. Should endeavor to be there or refer someone and earn from referring, right? You could earn from our referrals. You earn a commission for everyone you refer. So refer someone and earn from it. Right, and we're also coming to the city of Abuja in the month of November. Please avail yourselves for the training, for the FX Bootcamp training. Right, the date for the training is 27th, 29th of November 2024. Okay, so I can't see anybody typing in the chat box. I want to assume that the analysis is clear. We'll be going on a very brief break. Shortly after that, Lekon will be coming up for his own analysis. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Market Call brought to you by the Value Flow Trading Team and powered by our preferred broker, Opta. It's a great morning here. Well, like we always say, is a time to look out to opportunities, and that was a good analysis from Cynthia. And right now, we'll be going into the analysis of the precious metal, and from there, we'll be taking a quick flight to Japan to see what is happening on the yen asset. All right, so a quick one on the precious metal. I want to believe you can hear me loud and clear, and also you can see my screen. Just let me know in the chat box if you can see my screen loud and clear. All right. All right. Thank you very much, Moyo. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. All right. So on the daily time frame of the precious metal, as we all know, the precious metal has been on a very long rally all the way to all the way. Now we don't know where it's going to come back from. Seeking all-time highs as it is moving all the way to the upside. And we see just today again, it created a new all-time high again around 140 level. So that is another of. And we know why we are seeing all this. And just a quick one for people who have been looking forward to see where exactly are we heading to on the precious metal. Right now, like we said, there's high tendency we see precious metal around the 2,800, 3,000 level before the end of the year, particularly into next month because of the US election, and at the same time, the most preferred safe haven asset right now. And at the same time, also, we need to understand the fact that based on the geopolitical tension and rumor moving up and down that way, we've seen how the precious metal has been, reacting to that for a long period of time now. And right now, all we can say about the precious metal is just look out for any buy opportunity and take it as it's moving. However, we can't just be going long every day all throughout. There definitely will be some time where the sell setup will show up. And if we see the sell setup, we can easily take it that way. But let's go in technically to see what exactly is happening on the chart right now. And on the daily time frame, we've seen after the brief retracement of this long, then we can see how price did its expansion again to the upside, particularly today. So let's check the 4-hour time frame to see exactly where are we heading to and what is really going on. Now we've seen that the very strong resistance that we had some time ago, price has broken out of it, and we expect it to hold as it supports majorly. So today into Monday, there's high tendency to see something like this happen, and we are going to see the continuation of the price all the way to the upside. So that is what we are looking out for today into next week. Now, after that, because if you backtest and see what actually has been happening on this particular asset and including DSY too during US election period, if you can do your study deep insight well, you are going to see that in the chart pattern in the 4 years interval. So if you can do the back testing of those particular periods, it's going to give you more deep insight there, and that is what makes you a very insightful trader. So let's look at on the 4-hour time frame. All we are seeing is a very big expansion all the way to the upside, particularly after this breakout. So we expect that price should, pull back all the way into somewhere here. So to make this particular level a flip zone and continue to buy to the upside. All right. But if you look at it on the 1-hour time frame, you are going to observe what is really going on 1-hour time frame is that price has really, broken out all the way to the upside. And if we look at it deeply, we are going to look again where price came into yesterday that causes that buy. If you remember, we have this particular level marked out, which is the shoulder here, that if price comes back then, but for a period of time, which was on Thursday, I have that marked out on Wednesday rather, we see that sweep and we see how price reacted back. And we see that our price came back to that level again yesterday afternoon at the New York Open and pushed all the way to the upside again. So that is a very big move to the upside. So what exactly are we expecting today again? So today we expect that this particular level should be the new low, the sweep again, while we can see that more of a shoulder somewhere around this place. So today again, we are going to be doing the same thing to see where exactly we expect that price should come into. So we expect price to see, trade into this particular zone here all the way to the upside. So I won't be surprised if today is going to be a sell day for the precious metal for it to sell all the way into this zone. And when it gets here, maybe during the opening of the New York session, continue its rally all the way to the upside. And there's something you should also notice that the other dollar credited pairs are selling off while the precious metal is really buying. If you look at GUG has been selling, and at the same time, you look at Euro USDT, it's been a downtrend, selling to the downside. But we know why those ones are doing that. And this particular guy, the precious metal, is longing all the way to the upside. So we are looking for price to still come again to this shoulder, and that becomes much more clearer if you look at it on the 15 minutes time frame. So on the 15-minute time frame, this is it here. We've seen how that price, swept liquidity somewhere around this place. And good. That yesterday move becomes much more clearer here, and you can see how that price came back, tapped into that level, and begin to fly to the upside. So we are expecting the same or similar thing to happen today around here. And even if you look at within this particular level here, inside of this level, I'm going to inside of this place, there is high tendency to see a similar thing happen there inside of this place. You can see inside of this place, there's high tendency. We go to the lower time frame, we may see a setup like this inside of this place. So, but we are advising that if you can be patient enough and see price, come all the way into this place and follow it to the upside. So that's going to be a better move. And now, are we going to wait until we see price, do almost about, if not up to 300 pips to the downside before we now join the buy again? Yes, you may wait. And if you want to follow the sell too, all you need to do is wait more to see how price reacts. And right now, we are seeing something more like a shoulder pattern, but it's not really that much there, because yes, this is a sweep of liquidity. You can see this high, how price swept this particular high, the Asian high, how price swept it out. And we've seen the possible break of structure here, and we are expecting that price still have the high tendency again to come back inside of this place. So you see price, trade into this particular level again, retrace back. If price retraces back to this place, then you can give it a shot to the downside a bit, and your SL will be somewhere around this level here. So your SL will be somewhere around this level, which is about almost 30 pips. All right. So that's 30 pips, and all you want to get is allow price to come first. When price gets to this place, I'm suspecting this is more of a buy zone. Price may react from this place to the upside, or if you want to follow through, you can still follow through all the way to this place. But I know price definitely should react around this level back to the upside, because the overall trend is a buy trend. So this is just more like a scalp if you see price, retrace back to this particular level. Let's check this particular point on 5 minutes and the other setup on 5 minute time frame. Good. You can see it on 5 minute time frame. It looks much more clearer. You can see how that price swept this high. You can see the double top, how price swept it and possibly break it to the downside. So I'm of the opinion that price is likely to do something like this, come back all the way to the upside to clear liquidity around this level here. So you can see something here this way and begin to follow back to the downside. First to this place, upload your first position, then you can easily follow down to this particular level. So these are the two, the moves we are expecting for the precious metal today. Now the other side of it that we mark on that 15 minutes, this is you can see that our price, swept liquidity, cleared levels here, and begin to push all the way to the upside. So we may still see price come back again, and this particular order block should hold price if all things being equal. But if it doesn't, then we are going to see price come all the way into the 15-minute time frame. This particular shoulder here on 15 minutes. And if you look at that 15-minute shoulder, you are going to observe also that we have the other block seated inside of it, how that price just tap in and begin to move. So we are expecting these two levels to hold. So let's just mark that place too as a POI again. All right, so those are the levels we are expecting. When price gets here first, there's a tendency to push back to the upside, or it comes all the way to this place, then begin to move back to the upside. So those are the setup we are looking and observing for the precious metal this morning. Now a quick one to Japan to see what is going on the yen basket. Now, if you look at the yen basket, all throughout this week, our analysis this week is that the yen basket should sell all the way into this level with back here. But it seems it's just sitting inside this all-time range, and this has been since almost opening of the month, since February 4th. That has been where the yen basket has just been sitting, and no movement, no performance, just sitting down inside of that place. But we expect it to still push a little bit more to the downside into this daily order block before it begins to rally all the way back up again. Now, if you look at it on the 4-hour time frame, you are going to observe this is a pattern. And if you study your candlestick pattern very well, when you begin to see something like this, there's high tendency that price is going to break down all the way to the downside. And where are we expecting it to break down to? We are expecting price to come all the way into this daily order block. So the yen basket on 1-hour time frame, you can see for about almost 2 weeks, and even if not more than now, price has just been sitting inside the range, not going up, not coming down, just price should clear all this liquidity we are expecting, we are seeing here, and tap into that daily order block. And if it does that, then it gives us a very clear move on the other yen correlated here, particularly GBP/JPY. Now, if you remember vividly, on Monday we said that GBP/JPY should rally all the way into this daily order block, and that is what we are still expecting. Even though yesterday, it did like it's going to move, and today is giving us more signal like ready to perform this day. So we are expecting it to push all the way into this daily order block. You can see the chart of GBP/JPY is almost like that of the yen basket. So there is high tendency we see this guy don't do this today. And if we do that today, then it's going to give us a clear move of what we should expect on the yen basket and the other yen correlated pairs for next week. That's going to give us a very clarity, clean move for next week for the yen basket and the other yen correlated pairs. So we are expecting it to rally all the way here. So let's check the 4-hour time frame. Where is the move for GBP/JPY on 4 hours? If you remember, we said this particular break of this trend line on Monday is more like a fake out because we still expect it to still push to the upside, and that is what price has been doing. Now is moving all the way to our POI. Until it gets to our POI, we did not have anything to do there. So where exactly are we still heading to? We are still heading all the way back to the top. So we are still heading all the way back to the top. Now you can see that there is liquidity here. That price definitely should come and clear. If I zoom out now, you are going to see very clearly this particular level here that you can see here. We expect that price should come and clear liquidity here. And this level is sitting just inside the daily order block. So watch out for price to enter into that level on GBP/JPY. However, let's look at what is happening now on the GBP/JPY trade. Now, if you look at it, today happens to be a long day for GBP/JPY. You can see how that price just broke out to the upside. Boom, all the way to the upside, and that's it. Now, if you look at it on 5-minute time frame, it is a very big move all the way to the upside. This is almost like 100 pips or so to the upside. That is GJ for you. All right. So let's look at the other yen correlated pairs. JPY. AUD/JPY, you see that on the daily time frame, you are going to observe that on the daily time frame of AUD/JPY is just sitting right inside where we ask it to sit, although we don't have anything to say to it for it to obey our commandment. However, we know what is actually happening here. Remember, we said based on our value flow model, since AUD/JPY already, did its own move, we expect it to range for some days now. So since Monday, we've seen how price has just been ranging inside that level. So all throughout this week, all we are expecting for AUD/JPY is the range. So if you trade AUD/JPY on the lower time frame, maybe like 5 minutes, you scalp from up to the down, you scalp from the down back to the up. That's exactly what is going on AUD this week. And we can see how that price is just sitting inside the daily order block. So we are going to see the gradual move of the yen basket into the daily POI that we mark. Then all we are going to be seeing on AUD is price ranging inside of this place. And as price is ranging inside of this place, there is high tendency we just see a whip, like a whipsaw to the upside, just to sharp move to the upside. However, I expect this particular high here to be protected. Now, if you drill down to your lower time frame, you are going, there's actually something I marked out inside of this week on the lower time frame. So you can also do your own research to that level to see what is actually there that is going to defend price to the downside. All right. So if you look at it on the 4-hour time frame, what do we have there? On 4 hours, we still expect that AUD to still push a little bit more to this particular POI that we have here. Price is actually seated inside the POI, but as the yen basket is going to tank a little bit more, we still expect AUD to also still push a bit into this particular shoulder here. So we expect price to do that, tap into this place, then begin its move to the downside. Also, if you look at it on the 1-hour time frame too, giving that same clarity, that same move too. So we expect it to come all the way into that level, and how that price is expected to come and clear liquidity somewhere around this level here. So I expect price to come all the way and come and tap into this level. So you can also do this too if you have your time. Just go to your lower time frame and look at what price is doing inside of this particular level. All right. So just go and look at what is exactly the price action on lower time frame around this particular level here. So just go and look at it. And when you see it, you are going to see the confluence why we mark that place that price should get there and react to the downside inside of this place. So just refine it to your lower time frame. That is on between the 4th of October to the 7th of October. That's on a Friday to a Monday. Inside that, see what price action is there on the lower time frame. So if you go to your 15-minute time frame, you are going to observe on the AUD that we are still very much bullish all the way to the upside. Even though it gives a kind of entry early hours of this morning. Remember we said some times ago that if you want to trade AUD this time around, that means you are going to be waking up very early in the morning. So we gave some kind of entry inside of this place this morning, and boom, all the way to the upside. If you take this trade, all you need to do is just get out after the clear of the Asian eye and wait for the move of the day. So that is all for AUD and also for the other yen correlated pair and the precious metal. If there's any question, you can easily type in the chat box. Let's know. And if there's anything you want us to look into together, a very quick one, you can type on in the chat box, and we are going to address that as fast as possible. All right. And remember our FS Bootcamp, all our courses particularly, we are having a change and a switch in the price. So you can take the opportunity to take them up right now if you want to enroll for any of our courses. And the value flow models are bought too. So we are having a general price change. So this is just an alert for you to know. And also from next week, our TDA for the New York session is going to be starting from 2 p.m. as against the 3 p.m. that we used to have before. So make sure you are ready for that so that you can easily catch more. We observe that since we are starting 3 p.m., it tends to be some move will have left, and we are only the one who are going to see it if you are not on your chart actively. So we want a time whereby we all can come to the market together. You win, I win, we all win is what is the best of it. This market is very wide enough for everybody to take his own share without anybody inconveniencing the other. All right, so this is going to be the end of the new London session of the Market Color, brought to you by the Value Flow Trading Team and powered by our preferred broker, Opta. Make sure you trade cautiously today and use your proper risk management strategy. And remember, today being Friday, is a withdrawal day. Anything you make sure you enjoy it. All right. Thank you very much. Till we meet again by 3 p.m. Yes, it's still 3 p.m. today, by 3 p.m. for the New York session. Cheers and God bless.